For our first example, we're going to look at a workbook from Jamie Best Real Estate. Open up the file to follow along. It's going to be Pivot Table 405. Now we're going to navigate to the List of Homes tab. And we'll see Jamie's a realtor that has a pretty large list of properties that she can show potential customers in an Excel table. She wants a quicker way to analyze all that information, however. She's contacted us about making her information easier to use. In her data, we see that for each property, she has the following information. She's got street address, a city, state, zip code, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, and a price. Jamie sent us some requirements previously, and we're going to go click the Report Requirements tab to look at those. First off, she'd like to see the number of homes available for every bedroom and bathroom combination. Then she'd also like to see the average price for every bedroom and bathroom combination. Additionally, she'd like to see the minimum and maximum price for every bedroom and bathroom combination. And lastly, she'd like the ability to filter all of those reports by city, state, and zip code. Although that seems like a pretty big request, we're going to see how a couple of pivot tables can meet all these requirements in a small amount of time. Let's navigate over to the Number of Properties tab. Here's our first basic pivot table. If you look down the first column A in about rows 6 through 10, you'll see that we have a bedrooms heading followed by number of bedrooms, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now how do we know how many bedrooms there are? Well, when you make a pivot table, Excel will go into the base data and find all of the possible values it could be for bedrooms. So we don't have any property that has more than 5 bedrooms. Similarly to what we have in the rows, we have in columns over here between columns B and F. We have the bathrooms headings, and Excel has also gone in and found out that we have properties that have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bathrooms. Then there's the middle area, or the data section. This is the area where we're really going to get a lot of good analysis done. What this area does is it adds up, in our case, it shows us the number of properties for each of these combinations. So for example, if I wanted to see how many properties we had that had 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, I simply have to look at the intersection of those two cells and I see that we have 85 properties there. Now that's pretty spectacular in and of itself, but we might want to do a little bit more than just see how many are at each intersection. In a pivot table, anytime you double click on any cell in the data area, Excel will take all of the values that made up that one data point and put them on their own separate worksheet, ready for you to do whatever you want to it. Let's try this. We'll go to our 85, double click it, and you see we've got sheet 2 now, and what it did is it put a list of properties, has the same fields as our base data, street address, city, state, zip, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, and price, but it's only those rows that have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. That can be pretty slick. Let's go try that again. We'll go back to our List of Homes tab. Oh, now let's go over our number of properties. And let's see how many properties now have 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And we'll double click that. There's 37. And we get another sheet with 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. This is very useful because now you could take that sheet and you could print it out, you could send it to your client, whatever you want really. For now, let's just clean these up here. We're going to just right click on sheet 3, we'll delete it, and we'll delete sheet 2 and sheet 1 as well. Okay.